I'm Terry Walker, and this is my scrapyard.
All right, Dean. You all right, pal?
All right, boss. I buy cars, I strip them, squash them, and flog the lot.
It's coming together nicely.
I've never seen a place like this.
Don't strain yourselves, will you?
Try not to, boss.
It's the love of my life. Other than our Lyndsay, the wife.
Well, who's paying it?
Is it more than £1,000?
Yeah, who's
You're paying it?
No, I'm not. You're paying it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Nobody can do the deal like Terry, nobody. He is a one-off.
One day we plan to hand this all over to our kids.
I am here solely for my family.
He loves this job.
Good on that, yeah, John. Don't find them at corner shop. But first, we've got to get it running right.
Stop messing about! It's exactly how it shouldn't be.
Well, that's the hard bit.
I want the yard to be run properly.
Oh, Frank! When it's not even safe to work, he's under this bonnet of this car for nothing. Can you get an high-vis vest on? You? That's not high-vis. Worst case scenario, we'll close us down.
Right, come on out at road.
After months of rows at the yard and rows at home, something seems to have gone wrong with Terry.
Whew. So now, what can we get rid of?
He's refused to go into the yard for a whole week. Instead, in the middle of winter, he's spring cleaning.
Just too much, sometimes. Sometimes you just got to take a break. Take a little bit of time out, you know. So I'm in a love-hate relationship with my business. They're doing half of the job, they're just not doing it right. They're just not doing it how I want it to, and it's upsetting me, it's bothering me. I'm bringing it home. Lindsay's getting worried about me, because I'm just like, you know, when I walk in that yard, I become the Hulk.
He's built it up to where it is now, and he's put that many hours in it. He's literally burnt himself out. But it's not like him. He's a bit emotional and...
He's getting worked up, isn't he?
Yeah. What he needs to learn is new techniques rather than... He's ranting and raving all the time.
I think it's doing him quite good. Being at home, taking a seat back.
I think myself, he's hiding. He doesn't really want to clean my cupboards, he's hiding from the stress.
This is another cupboard that needs cleaning out now. Smile though your ass is itching.
Make the reception.
For months, Terry's been under pressure from the authorities to bring his business's finance and safety up to the latest standards. The yard is still the biggest in the northwest, but for a whole week now, it's been running without the boss.
Terry seems to think that the place can't run without him. But it runs all right.
800 quid. All day. All, yeah.
Takings are good.
Check engine out and then out doors, the lot all straight. Terry not being here, yeah, I can, my ears have stopped ringing, not shouting at me as much. Maybe he's not coming in, his blood pressure will go down, and when he does come in, he'll be chilled.
But the peace and quiet may not last much longer.
I'm not going into work. I'm just going in simply to sign some papers and then I'll make my way back home again. Every time I try and stay at home for any amount of time, I always get sort of like drawn back in.
2 sausage, 2 bacon. You know that juicer I've got at home? Well, I've got a spare one, which I could bring in.
Yeah.
And we could do fruit juices, you know, like down the lines of healthy eating.
Do you think price of fruit?
I know it's expensive, isn't it?
Would they even drink it?
Well, I suppose I could get some and they can try it, can't they?
Oh, they are fussy, aren't they?
Debs!
Terry!
Hot chocolate, please, Cop.
No problems.
All right, Shell.
You all right?
No, I'm not 100% and I don't
100%.
feel like coming in this place.
Why's that?
I can't do it. I can't be happy and funny anymore right now, because the authorities have said we need to do A, B, C, and these are not doing it. They're not complying to it. I won't kick off unless there's something kick off about. You look at, say, Lee, for instance, he's not got no IVs on.
No.
You know, and I'm the one who's mourning all the time, and Lyndsay's saying, look, you change it, you like the old. Why don't Lyndsay go and tell them?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, on her way to the office, Lyndsay's been thinking along those very same lines. Worried about Terry's stress levels, she's decided to find out for herself what's really going on in the yard.
Terry, Coke.
You all right? Guess what I'm doing tomorrow?
What? Go on.
I'm swapping roles with your dad.
Ha!
I'm doing the gate.
Right. So have you got to, like, go and check all the parts and things like that?
You really think I'm going checking parts?
Yeah, but if you were taking on the full role of Terry...
I delegate. I don't do it myself. I ask somebody else to go and do it.
Right. Have you seen who you've got to work with?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Nesbits.
They're all a set of Nesbits.
The thing is, we're trying to comply with every single rule that they've given us. And then Terry keeps finding them doing different things and not doing as they're told. This is the reason why I'm going at yard, just to have a look round and see what's going on. God, I hope they behave.
I hope they don't.
They'll get me stressed and I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, while I'm down there...
Yeah?
Your dad's up here.
Oh, nice one. Be prepared, yeah, that he may come home with a black eye or something. A digging eye.
Just give him his money back, because if you do it once, they want it doing all the time, mate.
Downstairs, there are signs that Lyndsay's intervention can't come too soon.
Can't buy cars with fresh air, can I? They're mourning upstairs, there's no money.
Terry hasn't been able to resist coming out of the cafe to have a word with sales manager Lee.
One of the car traders has bought a car off us, £500, OK? So I've just said to the trader, have you paid for the car? And he said, no. He's letting people buy cars and take them without paying for them, when we need the money.
I know what I'm doing. I'm don't worry. I'm sorry.
No, you don't.
I'm doing it, don't worry.
When Terry comes in shouting, you put them on. What you saying? Can't hear you.
Terry's all stick and no carrot. That's the problem, isn't he? He's not bought the carrot, he's just using stick.
It's making me feel like a failure, because all of a sudden, in this world, today, we've been told that we have to implement new rules in.
Yeah.
But it isn't happening. For instance, old lady there stood in Mark's babe, she slips on that floor and bangs her leg or anything, they're coming to me.
Yeah.
Like now, that lorry's backing in, there's no light. Yeah. There's nobody properly backing him in.
All right,
there's loads of things winding me up, mate, that's the problem.
Terry's brief view of what's going on in the yard has done nothing to lift the mood he's been struggling with for weeks. And Lyndsay's plans for tomorrow might not help much either.
I've had a word with the girls today, and I'm going to...
You've had a word with the girls?
Yes. And the reason I'm going in the yard is to see...
To prove a point?
No.
To shoot me down? To prove me wrong?
Shut up. You're always on defensive. It's to see where they're going wrong, these lads, and what they're doing, and why they're not wearing the stuff they shouldn't. And I want to go in with a different attitude to you. I'm not going to bawl and shout about anything. If I'm not happy, I'll take them to one side. I'll tell them I'm not happy.
Fine.
And
fine.
This, you know, it's just to show you that you don't have to be frothing at the mouth and veins coming out your neck. It can be done a different way.
Well, you portray me to be like a bit of a, you know, shouting and bawling all the time, which I
no,
don't think
I'm not. No, I'm not.
Sort of like,
see, I'm
see
not.
What I mean? You're starting frothy.
I'm not portraying you as that at all. I'm on about in that situation. You're not always like that.
I'll tell you what. Let's see if there's any of that situation tomorrow then, and see if you froth at me.
Can't see me doing that, Terry.
Something's just occurred to me.
What's that?
I'll stay in bed in the morning while you make me breakfast.
Everyone make sure you got your eye-visies on.
Everyone's ready for the new boss, but even though it's 9 a.m, so far there's no sign of her.
I'm just making his breakfast. Because we've swapped roles, it's my turn.
Lyndsay! Come on, shift it and hurry up, I need to get up.
What are you saying?
Come on, shift it and hurry up. Day's going to be over at this rate.
Shut up! He's made me late on purpose, honestly.
Oh, are you still here?
Listen, King Dick. Come on. Just get it and hurry up, I've got to go.
What the blood... Yeah, you've rushed that, haven't you? Anyway, thank you very much. What the hell have you got on?
My pants.
You can't go to work dressed like that.
Watch me.
Yeah.
In an ideal world, I'm hoping that the takers are decent, and also, if I come across a problem, I want to be able to show him that you don't have to start shouting and bawling. See what the day brings. Don't start. Behave. Morning.
It's going to be funny.
Give an Ivies. Hold on. I'm going getting a brew. First job.
You can't come in at 10 o'clock and then expect to brew. Get us one as well while you're there, please.
Are you Michelle? Yeah, can I have a brew, please, before I start? You know, bring me round.
Right, well, first of all, she's late. So she should be going home now.
No.
Should be being sent home. Really.
Do I look funny or something?
The pink. Morning, Terry.
Breakers.
On a normal day, the efficiency of the entire business depends on Terry, who identifies the customer's needs at the front gate and directs the lads to serve them. Today, all that is down to Lyndsay.
We're just going to buy some scrap, basically.
Hey, love, sorry about that. Board Monday or driver's side seatbelt.
Terry in yet?
I've not seen him yet. Look at her, she looks like a little dwarf, doesn't she?
I bet she's freezing.
Bless her.
She tries talking like she knows what she's talking about.
Kangaroo van at the back, a white one.
Right.
How much?
Oh, down at the bottom?
Yeah, he said come up. There's nobody down there, so.
All right. It's just hot phone, Simon. I'll get Simon to go down with you and have a look at it.
All I can think about is the yard. And how Lindsay's going on and hope she's all right, but I have no problem whatsoever cleaning my own house. Come on. Come on. I think she'll get a little taste of it today, but I don't think it'll be a true reflection on what my life's all about with regards to work. All right.
Hey.
Can you say that again, sorry?
What's he doing in it?
Just half an hour as boss of the yard, and Lindsay's been called to deal with a potentially serious incident.
I'm going to go up, aren't I?
Stackers are used to move scrap cars around the site. Although Yard Junior Dean has just qualified as a driver, operating the stacker isn't actually part of his job.
What's happened?
Just dropped some sword and stuff, that's it.
Well, somebody's just said that you bit George.
Trust George.
One serious accident and the yard could be shut down. For Lyndsay, it's her first chance to show an alternative to Terry's management style.
George, has he just hit you with a stacker?
I mean, I don't know how true it is. Somebody just walked down and said it. I don't know if he's hit him or not. First day Lindsay's here, she's not going to be impressed.
She won't be as shouty as Terry. Well, she'll still get a point across.
Dean, I've not been nowhere near him. Nowhere near him. Frank's just started shouting at me because I was dropping him some sawdust off.
Right, listen, Dean, don't go in it. Stay out of stacker. Do not go in it at all.
Well, because of his age, people just worry, he gets a little bit anxious, a bit giddy and a little bit careless.
Right, well, today it's raining as well. Keep him away. He is a pest, to be honest, but he's young. He just needs a bit of training, a bit... Hopefully he'll listen to what I've just said. I just said stay away from him completely. Well, his stacker's running as well. Is that normal?
No, it's not.
Coxie!
That should not be running without a driver in it.
Right, my fault. I've got to...
So you take responsibility.
Check off this for a minute.
God. I could have walked behind that then and it rolled.
Each year, £100,000 of the yard's income comes from the sale of spare parts. But if the parts aren't put on the sales shelves, they won't reach the customers.
That's not good enough, is it?
No, it's just a mess, isn't it?
What are these doing here anyway?
In my eyes, I'd put it where it's going to be.
It should be where it's going to be, yeah.
It turns out it's another case of 16-year-old Dean not doing what he's told.
How many times have we asked you to move these panels?
Yeah, but you don't
How
speak to me
many
with
times
respect.
do you walk off?
If you spoke to me with respect, then I'd move them.
Ask him.
Yeah.
Please, can you move these panels into here? Really got to listen, Dean, because if it's not done, then I'm going to have to give you warnings.
Can you say it again while I hold that here?
Why?
I got him one and out the other.
No, let's give him a chance. Right, where we're going?
I don't think Lyndsay understands that. We've asked Dean a million times for to do things and he walks off and disappears. So some of the people in here see kindness as a weakness. You've got to be strong. You've got to be hard.
It's been an eventful morning in the yard, and Terry's making a relaxed entrance at the office.
Bloody hell. It's roasting. It's bloody roasting, isn't it? Eh? It's like it was coming back from Caribbean. Right, who's going to get me on auctions here, Kip?
No, that's not what you're here for.
Oh. How are you, love?
All right.
Weather all right for you, Kip?
Fine and dandy.
Lovely and warm up here, Flower. Do you want to eat again tomorrow?
Well, it's my day off tomorrow. I don't mind Friday.
Look at this here. See it ends in there.
Bit of salt, seasoning. It's all about the seasoning.
In the cafe, Debs and Michelle are also trying something different, introducing their new healthy eating menu for the lads.
Would you not try it?
No, it's got all peppers, mushrooms, all that crap in it, no.
Oh, there you go. There's an healthy eater for
So,
you.
yeah, we've just not got an healthy eater on these premises, have we?
Nope.
You're very cynical about my couscous, aren't you? Do you know what I mean?
How many portions yourself?
2. One for me, one for you.
Freezing. What are you laughing at? Hey?
Your little pink pants.
Little pink pants.
Have you got thermal socks on?
Yeah, and tights and all sorts.
Have you?
Still cold.
Freezing cold.
Yeah.
Want some soup?
My shoes are heavier than me. Walking like a penguin.
So are you finding it?
Easy.
Easy?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know, do you know something, Lyndsay? I knew you would.
Yeah.
It's...
Well, so now there's been a few problems this morning, but
But you've started them.
yeah, I've not risen my voice yet.
Sorry for laughing, Lyndsay, but I'm just looking. Look at that snow now, what you've got to go out in.
Wanna build a snowman?
Up in the office, the girls have been easing Terry in gently.
Gemma, got like really bad bellyache, like.
Need a pay?
No, I don't know. I think I might I don't know. I might be due on. Terry, have you got any sanitary towels?
No,
Oh,
I can sort out Millie's nappies. I've done the mail, I've rang the accountant, sorted 1 or 2 cars out on the system, flicked through these CVs whilst listening to a load of claptrap. Listen, this is nothing. Absolutely
If we give
nothing.
you the full extent of what we actually did, your head would fall clean off your
No, it
shoulders.
wouldn't. Remember, I've been here since you were an itch in your dad's kecks.
They decide to get him started on some real work.
Oh, blood, is that just to get in?
Yeah. You've not even made a payment.
Is this the easiest way to pay?
This is the way it does. This is how you have to do. This is easy, this.
I've got to find the company yet, haven't I?
You've got to put the amount in first.
That's what I'm doing.
This is taking ages. Something that's a 2-minute job is taking far too long.
Don't start trying to put me under pressure.
It's Gloria the Grap who rips all the cars to be sold as scrap metal. But first, it's the job of Frank and George to strip each car of usable parts to be sold separately. The job requires heavy cutting machinery and the constant use of safety goggles.
If the
doing a cut out there with no glasses on, then there's a problem. I think you need to wear the jog. Put it on now.
All time. This, yes? All the time. For your safety as well, yes? Never, no glass. There you go. What happens if something goes in your eye? Who would be at fault? Me? David, exactly. And me. Health and safety come in, we get shut down. Always, just keep them there all the time. Every time you cut anything, goggles, or no excuse. He's even lifting it up now. My God. I'm going to come back up in a bit and just have a look.
With the amount of times that we've said this...
It's for their own safety, I just don't understand.
Neither do I.
Yeah, you're right.
As the afternoon sets in, Lyndsay gets into her stride. There's no shouting or bawling. The yard seems to be running smoothly, and the money's coming in.
Lock's on, come right away, wagon.
Can you tell in the back to answer the phone when I ring him?
You concentrate on that. Causes all the bloody trouble. Where's he going?
Even Terry seems to be enjoying being back in the yard.
Just try it.
Mediterranean just because you
With chicken. No, he's going to say it's awful.
No, it's all right, don't snap.
Hey, proper chef, mate.
Taking his hot window up to now, £2.5 grand.
We're not doing too bad.
I prefer having your earlings. I think this
Yeah.
needs to be set in stone.
Within reason, it looks okay.
It looks like Lyndsay's on course to make the daily average of £3.5 grand. But now she wants to know if her approach has worked with the staff.
I'm just going checking, see how Dean's doing. I have seen him working, but obviously not on the job that I asked him to do. What have you done? Anything I asked you to do?
Yeah, I moved them now. They've all just piled back up again, so I'm moving them now.
So them are different parts.
Yeah, they're different now.
You got the same panels as before? No, there. I asked him nicely in front of John. I said, please, can you move the panels, Dean? He went, yeah. Two bumpers in there. I said, thank you, Dean. And then I never saw him again.
They're asking him to do other things as well, so maybe this is the problem with the yard, isn't it? Right, go on, move them then now.
It seems Lyndsay's gentle management style hasn't paid off with Dean.
Then I knew they'd asked Dean to go down there before I even come up here. So, but then he could come straight back and carry on moving them. He's capable of moving them. God, he needs a chaperone permanent.
And when Lyndsay goes back to check on Frank and George, it looks like her softly approach hasn't worked with them either.
Who cutting?
No.
Were he cutting then? Yeah. I told him before, the other guy, to keep the goggles on his hat. And they're off. He's looking for them. Yes? Frank, we've got a problem. Because I've come back up to check on goggles again. You up here are the manager. This, anytime goggles. No, I mean it, 100%. You tell them.
I've not really seen much of her, to be honest. So she's either been hiding or been very, very busy.
She's been really busy.
One of the two.
They've loved her down there.
Have they?
Yeah.
Lyndsay's done all right. You know, she stuck it out. You know, I I personally said I don't, you know, she wouldn't, but she did.
I'm finding it difficult driving my feet. They're that cold. Bit of a shock to my system, this, you know.
But after her long day in the yard, Lyndsay's realised there may be more to the problem than Terry's hot temper.
They're just not getting it, to be honest. I can't get it. You give an instruction, and you ask them to do something, and then you go back 3 hours later, and they're really doing the same mistake again. I just don't understand where they're coming from. And I think this is where Terry's problems are coming from, you know, the stress of having to keep repeating himself day in, day out, do this, do it like this, and they're just not doing it, to be honest. We do need to sort this problem out, and I'll try and think how I'm going to sort it out.
Oh, you're home. You all right, love?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Bloody hell.
What?
Well, I saw you. You've done it, haven't you? You've done it, bless you. You've done it.
I've done it.
Bloody hell, all they did upstairs is take mickey out of me, throwing everything at me as much as they could. And come here, come here. Well done. Look like you've been dragged through an edge backwards.
I have. I'm going up to get a shower.
How much have you done today, Lyns?
£5 grand.
Get out of it. No chance, no way.
The last few weeks have been tough for Terry and Lyndsay, but they never miss their weekly date night at their favourite restaurant.
How's your yard been today?
It's been really good.
Are you saying it's better without me?
No, I'm not saying that. I think the atmosphere, they're not as stressed.
Yeah. Just taste that, I'm telling you now. I'm just telling that.
Look at how it sells. It's trying to choke me now, for God's sake.
My heart is in that yard.
We want you to be part of the yard, Terry. Nobody doesn't want that. You are the heart of the yard. But it's got to change. Got to look after yourself, your own sanity, your own health.
Yeah.
Because them staff should be doing what you want them to do.
And Lyndsay has a proposal for Terry.
You know, like, you watch Gordon Ramsay on them restaurants. I need to get someone in, management consultant guy.
A management consultant, what does he do?
He'll just observe how you work, how the staff are working, you know, how your reaction to things is. So are you okay with that?
Listen, I love you, and at the end of the day, I'll do whatever you want to do to get our life. I want to spend time, precious, you know, quality time with you.
I'm quite looking forward to
and
it.
so I'm willing to take on board
You've got
whatever
to listen.
you... Whatever.
You can't kick
So
off.
listen, I'm ready for it.
Try is praise people.
What for?
Anything you're happy about around here?
How can somebody change overnight like that?
No,
Can't.
What happens if you kill someone? My son?
Scrapyard wars is on.
Health and safety will have a field day.
Georgie, I just want to tell you, you know, I love you.